Hey, what's up? Welcome to your Monday Mastery Minute. Today is a super special episode and the #1 game-changing practice I do every single year in my business and for my personal life. It is called Power in the Pause Self-Retreat Edition. So if you're starting to feel a bit of a slump in your energy right now, or you need some clarity again and conviction, or you can tell things are changing in your business or your life, you're definitely going to want to watch today's episode, where I'm going to break down for you the practices that I do in my personal self-retreat. So it'll give you some ideas on how you can have a productive and fulfilling retreat and come back re-energized, re-motivated, and ready to just rock the rest of the year. So be sure, if you haven't yet, do me a favor, click that link below if you're watching on YouTube, hit that bell so you're notified of future episodes. And now, let's get into Power in the Pause Self-Retreat Edition. Hey, what's up fam? Kamille Rose here, founder of The Ultimate Life, peak performance coach to entrepreneurs and leaders, and I'm a member of the Forbes Coaches Council. And this is your Monday Mastery Minute, where every Monday I take a few minutes to show you how you can achieve mastery in your business and your personal life. So let's jump right into it. All right, Power in the Pause Self-Retreat Edition. So there are 3 things I'm going to cover: why to do a self-retreat, what a self-retreat is, and how to do a self-retreat. So let's get into why. Now, there are 2 thought forms on this that inspire why to do a self-retreat. The first one comes from Socrates. The unexamined life is not worth living. The unexamined life is not worth living. And so what I take from this is that, well, if you really want to find fulfillment in life, if you want to get the full juiciness out of it, you got to look at it. You got to examine it. And how do we examine anything? Do we do it in the rush and in the movement and as we're doing all these different things? No, you stop and you pause. Just like if you're going to a doctor's office, if the doctor is to examine where the pains are or what's going on, she's going to stop and take her time and look around, ask you questions. He's going to examine all angles, get new perspectives, ask what you did here, what you ate, so on and so forth. So to examine our life is to find the patterns of frustration, to find the patterns of our wins and celebrations and our strengths, to look back on how far we've come and to decide, okay, now this is where I want to go, so that you have clarity. Now, the second thought on this that inspires also why to do a self-retreat is from the scripture Psalm 46:10. Be still and know that I am God. Notice it says, be still. It doesn't say be in the rush, be in the conquering, be in the doing all the time. In order for us to come to one with God, our highest form of self, our highest power place, it's in stillness. And in our day and age, especially as an entrepreneur, especially as a leader, when you have about 1,000,002 things to do at any given time, it's really hard to get still, which is why you must schedule your self-retreat. And so what is it? It's what it sounds like. It's a time where you retreat by yourself so that you can get clear again on where you've been, okay, and now where I want to go, and to help re-energize your body and get centered once again. And now, how? Okay, Kamille, I get it. I retreat by myself, but how do I do this? Is it 1 day? Is it 2 days? Well, here's a really good framework to start if you've never done one before. So how you do a self-retreat is you schedule at least 1 day, and I definitely recommend 2 to 3 if you can. Some people go all the way up to 7, but if you're just starting, start with at least 2 to 3. And these are full days by yourself. Schedule it and then go somewhere unfamiliar. Now, it doesn't have to be far away, it could just be a next city over, but don't be in your place of habit, meaning try not to be at home, don't be in your office. You want a new environment so you can reset your frame of reference and try to see things with new eyes. Third thing is you want to disconnect from the electronic grid as much as you can. So what I mean by that is no social media. I know. But no social media, no email, no television, no radio, nothing. Disconnect so you can hear yourself again. Now, can you text? Can you call family? 100%. You do things within reasonable communication measures that you need to do, but it's really important that you disconnect from all the hustle, all the distractions, so you're not so addicted to this thing and that your phone starts to run you. It's also a retraining of your nervous system to get back in control and creation of your life again. So if you're interested in doing more of a deep dive and you're watching this on YouTube, there's a link below in the notes where I give you my very first self-retreat guide that I ever used about 5 or 6 years ago. And it was an incredible step-by-step guide on how to plan out 9 to 5, what to reflect on, what to do. And if you click the link below and sign up for it, I'll email you that self-retreat guide. And it'll also guide you through this particular practice called the personal eulogy. Now, that's a game changer in getting really clear on how you want to live your life. Whew, I'll tell you right now, it's an emotional roller coaster to do it. Some people ain't ready for it, but for you, for the person right now who's watching, who's trying to take your life to that next level, you really want to live your ultimate potential. You want to lead from love. You want to create an incredible community, business, family life for all the people that you care about. Then your challenge for this week is to download that guide, schedule a self-retreat, and go do one. There is no perfect way to do it. It's just for you to get into the process of progress. And if you've done one before, I definitely want to hear from you. Tell me, how do you do it? What are your best practices? But the most important part is that you get away, you disconnect from the electronic grid, and you start reflecting and examining and getting still once again. So, challenge for the week, download the guide, schedule your self-retreat, and hey, leave it in the comments. Let me know where you're going and when you're going to do your self-retreat. Thanks again for watching. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and that little bell so you get notified of any new episodes that come out. And until next week, keep leading from love.